Lot of lounge bars got hit so very bad. Lot of the restaurants got closed. Lot of business went under loss. So that is when Ankita Shetty thought of this concept. So even if there is a pandemic tomorrow, we will be able to sustain. Also, we started selling time for the very first time in any of the hospitality industry.
Hi everyone, we are here at Kobe, the business launch today. I think I'm dressed properly for the place. Yeah, I've been wearing suits for a while now, but yeah, I think my attire fits well for here.
So
And to start things off, I feel Kobe isn't just a restaurant, it's like a place where leisure, networking, and like a corporate vibe also meets. It's more than just a restaurant. So yeah, I think I would start off with that. But yeah, we have Sahana joining us. Please give an introduction about yourself and what is the place all about and how is everything? Yeah.
hi, I'm Sahana Shetty. I am the head of operations here. So, exactly like you just said, what we are wearing actually represents the place. You're wearing full businessy. I am wearing what this place becomes when in the evening.
Nice. I like that.
So, yeah.
So yeah, tell us more about the place. How did this concept come to life?
So, in I think in 2022 only we had decided from Church Street we have to come here. So, we're not actually first thinking about a business place. We were first thinking about just a buffet place.
Nice.
We were not actually thinking about a business place. But as and when we came here, we studied the area, we got to know there are a lot of co working spaces nearby. So we also wanted to cater to those audience along with the audience who would normally come to a lounge bar. So along with the lounge bar, we wanted to give them an experience where they can come, work as well, but along with that, they can have fun. They can, people love drinking in Bangalore. So yes, that is why, and people love beer in Bangalore a lot. I mean, the most amount of beer consumptions anywhere if you see that is more in India and in Bangalore. So that is why we went along with something with beer, and people love coffee in Bangalore as well.
Nice. So I like
So,
this. I like the blend of what you're saying. So essentially, uh, to the people who want to drink,
mhm.
this is the place to people who want to have a nice experience here with like you do serve buffets or it's not in the place anymore.
Buffets we only do when somebody wants to do a
Okay.
specific party. They want like a specific menu for their group of people. Then yes, we definitely do buffet as well. But otherwise, we have our normal a la carte menu. Any place would have. We have the same kind of menu. We just had to do a lot of trial and error as well, because this is a very new concept. First time ever in India somebody has ever tried to open a co-working space along with alcohol.
Right.
That has not been done so far. So that's a learning curve for us also. As a concept, when we think about it, then we feel like okay, it will work. But when you actually get to that, there are a lot of things which you'll have to face when you're doing it. So that is always a learning curve with all the concepts, if I say. Even if you know everything about this business, you still open a restaurant, that is always a learning curve. Because people's preferences and people's choices always keeps changing.
Right. So the demand keeps on changing and you have to move ahead with the time, right?
Exactly. You have to move along with people's thoughts as well. So if you are just staying where you are and people have already changed their thought and they have already left the bus stop and you're still standing in the bus stop, that does not well work well for your business as well, right? So you should always be ready to adapt along with your guests, customers, the people that walk in. So that's a learning curve for us.
Nice. Tell us more about yourself, Sahana. You seem very humble, but let me tell the audience that you have already been building different brands before Kobe as well. So yeah, tell us about your journey of how every brand is different and how in Kobe you have taken the best practices from everywhere and how it's working out currently.
So first we actually came out with the pegs and bottle. Ankita Shetty, she is the one who came up with that concept. So she mainly came up with that concept after 2020, when like lot of lounge bars got hit so very bad. Lot of the restaurants got closed. Lot of business went under loss. So that is when Ankita Shetty thought of this concept. So even if there is a pandemic tomorrow, we will be able to sustain. So that's how she came up with pegs and bottles,
Yeah.
where we have a retail store there, and we also give an ambience to carry those liquor and enjoy those lounges. So we sell the liquor right here in one building where we go. So in the same building, when you enter, there is a retail store. They would buy the liquor from there and they would enjoy the ambience as well. So yeah, that is something which Ankita thought of, and I don't think anybody ever has thought of something like that. Redefining the way a lounge bar works. So yes, it started from there, and from there we thought of that worked very well for us actually.
Yeah.
People loved standing bar. We only had around 35 seating capacity for standing bar, and people used to be waiting for 2 hours, 3 hours in Church Street. We first opened in Church Street, so there was a lot of waiting. So that is when she thought of moving from just standing bar to a place where they would sit and have food as well. The standing bar initially and right now also, we are not providing like a food. There will be finger snacks, like a light snacks along with the bar snacks and everything. So when people wanted more space, they wanted to come in, they loved the concept. Also we started selling time for the very first time in any of the hospitality industry. Now people, when they think of hospitality, they would not think like, okay, it's okay to restrict somebody on time or restrict somebody on how much time they can sit, what they can eat, what they can't eat. So that also, obviously, we were thinking like how it will work for us as well. Now you never know how people will receive it. Only once you open, you go live, then only you will know how people receive it. And we got so much love, and so many people actually started coming. They started coming from everywhere from Bangalore. They started coming to Pegs and Bottle just to experience that standing bar. Now that concept of standing bar, it's a little bit similar to the local bars you can see, where they'll buy the drinks and just finish the drink and go, like a pre-gaming bar. So, but not everybody will be able to access that lounge. Now, normally, any girls will never be able to access or go there comfortably. You will feel like, okay, this is not a place that I can go. So we wanted to give that, where local meets luxury. So where a person who is local also can go there. A girl who thinks like this is not a place where I would want to go, she can also experience a place where she can stand, drink, just have some snacks and finish, and then move on to the next. Maybe she's going for a dance or a pub or anything. She can finish this and she can go there. So that's how this started.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So you have the liquor, you just want to have a nice experience of having that liquor and be done with that. That makes a lot of sense for pegs and bottles. And for Kobe, the idea is that people come and sit down here. They enjoy the vibe, they experience. It's like a premium vibe that you give over here. And what all do you give here then? So. The thing is, all the business people can have like a co-working space, and after that, uh, how do you entertain them?
Okay, so what happens is when people come work here, everybody, everywhere there is a place where people can go sit and work. There are cafes where people go sit, work, and they can have coffees, but there won't be alcohol involved there. So what we thought of including a place where if they want, they can drink as well. Now, if you see, people go to lounge bars when they want to have important business meetings. But if they want coffee, there they will not get it,
Right.
right? So what we thought of including that the cafe and restaurant together. So we came up with a place which caters both for people who would want to drink alcohol and also for people who would not want to drink alcohol. So we wanted to cater to both the people. So that's why we came up with a name called as Kobe. Now Kobe is coffee and beer.
Nice. I didn't know that. Nice.
Like two of the most consumed drink in Bangalore is one coffee, another one is beer. So we thought of including those two together and coming up with a place called Kobe.
I think I love the name even more now. It makes a lot of sense.
Usually people always think like why is it Kobe? Like is it something like they will usually not be able to understand at a first glance, but when you actually explain them, it's a coffee and beer together. That is why it is called as Kobe.
Okay. So the idea is having you can have coffee also or beer also. So usually the crowd is expected to come up with their friends, families, or like it's not a one person place. It's a group place, right?
Yes.
That makes sense.
See, if they want to come alone, they want to come sit, work quietly, that is something they can do as well. But after evening, we want to entertain people as well. People, when they come out, they love the ambience here. Though this is the business place, people love the ambience here. So we started out as a business work co-working space. Okay. But then gradually people started loving the ambience. They started coming in because of the ambience. Lot of families started coming. So we slightly moved from just our focus on business to entertainment as well. So from morning till evening, if they want to work, it's well and good. They can come, sit here, aram say work, use the Wi-Fi, drink coffee, drink beer, whatever they need. By the time they finish their work in the evening, we'll start live music. We have everyday live music going on. So we keep open mic to people as well. So whoever feels like coming and singing, we always encourage people to sing. We have our own staff also. We have very good staff who sing very nicely as well. So you should definitely come one day and see that one as well. So that is something which has worked very well for us. Like we have observed that, like not just on business. We wanted to focus only on business initially, but then we gradually understood people wanted to be more than just a business place. So yes, we did make those changes along with business. We also added little bit of entertainment along with that, and people are really loving it as well.
I think from my point of view, being a business place is more of a premium place rather than just being a business place. Now you have moved on to a premium segment where the vibe is nice, the ambience is nice, the food is nice, the staff is more friendly than usual, and at nights you have these entertainments also going on for the people. So it's like an entire experience in itself.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense to me that be it a meeting or be it like you want to have some good fun, have a nice chill day in your life, you can just come here. It takes care of everything for your needs. uh, I would also like to ask you, like, you have decorated the place very well, I feel. A lot of work has been put into you know managing the place. I can see like a foosball table, like a lot of stuff is going on. Tell me more about that.
So first, when we thought, okay, let's make a place which is business oriented, where people would come, work, drink, and have fun, where they would come, work, and drink. Then we thought of adding fun along with that as well. So now, when I say fun, we do not have a lot of games over here. We have a foosball table and we have a pool table. So kids can always access foosball table. They love playing foosball, and adults obviously need to play as well. There's a child in everybody, not just a child. So as people say, never let your inner child die. So we wanted to give people where they are being very adult and taking meetings along with that. If you want, please play a little bit as well. So that will also reduce your stress. That I think that is why more where people work, they try to include games. because a lot of stress they go through when they're taking out the meetings, when they're actually working and everything. So to ease that stress a little bit, if they have some game or something, so it will be nicer for them as well. So that is why we thought of actually including games along with that.
Nice. So do you have like a target audience for you guys, or is it like open? Usually, like business people must be over 22, 23 maybe. And do you have like a specific target audience? Do you see more of people in the 30s come here, or is it age agnostic, or what is the case?
Actually, we did not have a target audience age wise. We did not consider it like that. We Our target audience were all age group, but co-working spaces, like people who are working nearby, who just do not like when you're working in office. It's boring every single day. Let's be very honest about it. It's boring. So we wanted to give them to come out of their boring space and work as well, but along with that, enjoy as well. So our main target audience were people who are working nearby, not just nearby. Anybody who wants to work can actually come here and work.
I think that makes a lot of sense. A lot of startups and companies have started going remote these days, and whenever they catch up with their teams, usually they go to like a coffee place, as you mentioned. Just have like, there are not a lot of options there. Just
Yes.
have coffee there, and then you are like, I mean, my team is meeting me after like a couple of weeks, so we should have some fun also. I think that's lacking in the other players. That's what Kobe is fulfilling. Like you can just bring your teams and have a nice fun experience over here. I think I personally really like that vibe that you have.
Like we encourage them to have fun, and we always try to give that personal touch where we personally go and talk to the guests who come and sit over here. We try to analyze what they are liking, what they are not liking, and try to change the things according to the feedback. Now when I say according to the feedback, every single person's feedback, maybe we will not be able to instill and change it like right then and there, but there will always be a list of things which we think like, okay, this feedback, we should be able to work on this. We will always think about every feedback very seriously, but a silliest feedback is also a feedback. So yes, we work on those feedbacks, we take those feedbacks very seriously, and we make the changes accordingly as well.
What was one kind of feedback that you got and you guys, worked on it? Like, what could be an example for that?
Yes, initially, in Kobe, what we started with in the menu, we have not added like lot of South Indian food as we actually there were no South Indian food in the menu.
Right.
So along with the people that were walking in, they loved the menu which was present, but then they wanted something more out of that menu as well. So yes, that is something which we changed with gradually, and along with that, we changed lot of concept. We made a lot of changes in the concept as well. Now that was a learning curve for us. Now we also don't know what people like and what people don't like, so we are also learning when uh, according to their reactions we are also reacting to that. So according to that, we made a few changes. Now initially we came up with an offer that was a initial offer: unlimited beer, unlimited coffee package with unlimited food. So that was there for 2 hours. It was very overwhelming response from people. So that was something which we really, really loved. That Banerghatta Road is a little far away from all the other places that people might not want to come. But we have had people from Yelahanka coming in. We have had people from Whitefield coming in. Not just one time. I'm talking like again and again they have come in. So that is something which makes you very happy when you try to work on something and somebody loves it and they are coming again, and that's all you want when you open a restaurant or when you actually try to work on something. All you want is for people to like it, and they for them to actually want to come again. So that is something which feels very nice.
How do you get creative with these offers? Like, I personally really like the offer of unlimited beer and food. It makes a lot of sense also. How do you do some market research and you know what kind of offers to have, or is it just like, hey, this clicks, let's try it out, and you know see the reaction and then move ahead?
No, when we came up with unlimited food and unlimited drinks offer, we have a marketing team. They do the research as well. So we do not simply come out with the offer, or we simply do not come out with a concept. We always do recons before we come out with those offers. Now you have to see what kind of offers were there in the market, what kind of offers have worked, what kind of offers might not have worked. So then you decide your concept and you decide your offer and what you want to give it to people. Now, first you think what you would like as a customer, because I think most of the times when people think as a businessman, they think uh, in terms of how they want to present an offer. But it is always good when you actually think from a customer's point of view. So you as a customer, you go to a place, what will you like? What kind of offer would you like? So we do those kind of research as well. What kind of offers would you want to have? Then we consolidate those offers. We try to, I mean, lot of people who are involved in this, they will invest their ideas in it. Then at the end of the day, we try to discuss and come up with we land on one offer and then we go ahead with those offers.
In today's world, I think everyone has little attention span, right? Because
Yes.
the world is fast paced, and it makes a lot of sense to have like a marketing team. So I'm a bit unaware, but has this always been the case over the years that every place has a marketing team, or it's a new concept that in today's world you have to grab people's attention? Is this something new, or
I think with the time, how the restaurant industry, F&B in general works, has changed. The focus from mouth to mouth promotion to people who are promoting it on social media, that I think majorly it got changed after 20 during 2020 lockdown, because everybody had to focus on their business but somehow get the money as well. So they had to think of a way how people would know about something without having to actually personally go to them, right? So that is where the entire focus from normal marketing to digital marketing shifted, I would say. Majorly. There was digital marketing before as well. There is nothing like it was not there. But a large amount of focus got shifted from maybe direct marketing to a digital marketing over this 2 3 years, I think. Right now, yes, definitely. I think most of the places always want to have a marketing team, because there is a lot of things changing very frequently. Like if I give you an offer today, like I told you, unlimited food and unlimited drinks offer, other places are also giving that offer. Now, why would they want to come here? And maybe over a period of time they will also get bored of this offer. They will want something new. Now everybody wants something new very frequently. They get bored of something which is there maybe for a month, maximum 2 months. More than that, they do not have like a very big of attention span. Also because there are a lot of places where they can go and explore. This is not the only place where they actually have to come and explore. They have lot of options. It's up to us how we wanted to present it to them, so they come here to explore it. So that is why we keep on changing the offers. We give new offers to people to be able to actually enjoy as well. So we have our regular customers, that is there, but along with them we also want to get more customers who would want to come in and actually enjoy here as well.
I think it's about building a brand these days more. You can't just rely on having like you give good service, you give good vibe, you give a lot of good things to people, but a lot of people are doing that. You have to
Exactly.
become a brand in today's world.
You should always have that something unique which you can go to people with, when because see, there are a lot of lounge bars in Bangalore. Why would anybody come to your lounge bar? Now that has to be your card. Like if they say Ikka,
Yeah, yeah.
that has to be your hukum ka Ikka.
Yeah.
So you should always come out with one ace card, and yes, if that works for you. Now see, when you actually come up with a concept or a offer, you never know whether it will work or not. There are times when we have thought like a that offer would work like so very well, but it hasn't worked as well as we intended that to work. Like I told you, we focused mainly on business initially here. It did not work as well as we intended it to work, just as a business place,
Right.
but it worked very well as business plus entertainment place. So see, along with the how what you learn from people, you should be able to adapt as well. You cannot be rigid when you're opening a lounge bar. So it's always a learning curve. You have to be able to change along with the time and with the people's thought.
I love the fact that you're open to, adapting over time. That makes a lot of sense. I think all the winners always have that mindset that you have to grow and, update yourself.
Nobody can always be right.
Yeah.
What's right for you might not be right for somebody else. So there's always perceptions, different perceptions, how people perceive this offer. Not everybody would like this offer, but there are large number of people who would love this offer as well. Now there are both the people. Now it's up to us how we are able to get both of them together and inside over here.
It makes a lot of sense. But currently, how do you uh, how do you decide what motivates people to come to any place? You must have some parameters, right? Is there a psychology behind getting someone to come to your place, or is it just like two or three parameters? You have good food, they will come automatically, or you just do good marketing, they will come, or is there like some psychology behind getting people?
See, first that first time getting a customer inside your place, that is always how well you market a place, how nicely you actually give them the hospitality. They feel very nice, they feel so very connected to us, and that is why we have a lot of families coming in. Like we have a lot of managers, we love kids. Okay, this was supposed to be a business place, but during the evenings, a lot of families come together. There are kids who are coming in. We play with the kids. We let the parents have their fun. Not all the time, but to some extent, whenever we are free, we try to play with the kids. And I think that is something which we haven't thought of. Like, okay, this if we do this, then customer will come. We haven't thought of that, but that just happened organically. We just love kids, we started playing with them, and because of that, kids are dragging the parents here. That has happened. Like 2 3 families, they have come here because the kids are crying to come here, and that is something which gives us so much happiness. Like something you're doing not because you want them to come again, just because you like to do that, and that is converting into somebody wanting to actually come here is something which is very what to say, like there is something which we really like that, and I mean we feel so happy about it.
I think that's the benefit of having a premium segment, right? Because the business folks, right, they have a nice experience and they start bringing their family. And Bangalore is a place where every place is usually crowded, and it's like noises everywhere. But over here there's a decorum maintained. It's like a premium segment, not everyone is allowed, right? So do you have like a cap that, hey, only if like a person is like, if they look a certain way, only then do you give them an entry? Is that like a point?
We usually try to follow a dress code.
Yeah.
We do a very casual dressing. We try not to send it inside here. Like, but then depends. Like you can never judge a person by how they look. But we try to maintain a dress code. That should be maintained like everywhere. You cannot simply dress like how you are coming out from the home. So yeah, we do try to maintain a dress code, but we do not say like you can't come in. We have other places also in the same outlet. We try to send them there. Yeah, uh, that's about it. But we do not say like don't come in. You're not allowed inside because you're dressed this way, that way.
I mean, that's a cool thing which is happening. I've heard a lot of clubs and premium segments in Berlin and stuff. They have something like this that if you're not dressed a certain way, you're not allowed. So,
Exactly, yes. But I feel like you can never judge a book by its cover.
yeah.
A person, we have had experience where a person who is really nicely dressed, suited, and booted, behaving after they drink, behaving worse than a person who actually came inside wearing a slippers.
That makes a lot of sense. You cannot tell how their character
Exactly, you
is.
never know who reacts what way. You never know how people will change once they consume alcohol as well. So that is something which is always like you have to be on your guard and you have to think like, okay, anybody is capable of reacting that way. You have to think like that. I'm not saying anybody will react that way, but anybody is capable of reacting that way. And that is something which is a part and parcel of F&B industry. That is something which you will have to deal with, and that is something which we cannot complain about because we came into this industry eyes wide open. So there are certain things which you all the time need to deal with, which will always happen.
So, currently, what do you think? Why are people coming here usually? Is it to have alcohol more? Is it to have coffee more? Is it to have food more? Or it's like a mix of things? Is there like a preference from the audience?
Okay, so this is from the people who have given me feedback. They love the ambience here a lot. So that is why they love to come in here. Like I have had conversations with, I try to have conversations with each person who walks in. So I'll get to know what they are liking about this place and what they are not liking about this place. So mostly, yes, food they are liking, but more than that, I feel anyone people are liking the ambience of this place and they like the personal touch we try to give on this place. Now, in any of the restaurant, when you're sitting, a person uh, like I'm the head of operations here, they feel so privileged when I go and talk to them.
Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing like, okay, I am using my position, I'm simply doing my job. There is nothing I'm trying to do, like, okay, I'm in this position, I want to show it off. No, I am simply doing my job, I'm trying to talk to them. But they feel so nice that a person who maybe is in charge is coming and talking to us and actually taking that feedback seriously and making those changes the next time they come in. That is something which they feel like that's a privilege for them. So yes, that is something which people are liking a lot here. A personal touch along with the ambience that we have over here.
I think that goes a long way because nowadays you can get food. Like food is not the reason anymore people would just go out, right?
Yes, food everywhere you will get. Food you will get in a normal restaurant which is there right outside, which is not even like a big restaurant. They also make amazing food. Food you will get everywhere, but along with food, what that extra touch that you try to give is what has worked for us. I cannot speak for everybody. See, every place is different. Everywhere the guest who walk in reacts differently. So for us, they have reacted this way and they have liked what personal touch we try to give. So that is something which has worked for us.
Think I love that fact that you are focusing more on the audience. Rest of the things are already managed, but yeah, focus more on the audience, get better with time. No, whatever people say, you just adapt to that and grow. Makes sense. So I think my last question for you is currently like how are you? You're doing a lot of stuff, right? So how are you marketing it? Is it difficult? Is it working, or do you think like something more needs to be done about all of this?
Yes, see, along with we Kobe for the very first time we came up with this brand in Paneer Butter. So we might also be going differently just with Kobe to other places. or along with Pegs and Bottle as well. So that might be either way. That is why we made Kobe as a separate space. Where we are sitting right now, this is actually a parking space.
Oh, that used to be a parking
Yes.
space. Oh,
For the building, this used to be the parking space. So we converted the parking space into a space where we had a concept, so we changed it into parking space. We converted it into a place where people can actually like an open space. Now people are very much into open spaces. I feel like the closed places are so yesterday,
yeah,
don't you think so?
yeah.
Like people really like rooftops, they like open spaces with lot of greenery. So that is why we try to infuse lot of greeneries here. The lights, people are very much into lights these days. They are into greeneries, into open spaces. So we try to incorporate those things. And along with that, we definitely would want to go big with Kobe. We are coming up with more places for Pegs and Bottle, and if there is a chance, we will definitely open up Kobe's in those places as well. And yes, we would also like to know if people would want Kobe in their area, so we will see if that is something which we can go with. We will definitely try to make a Kobe there as well, where people can work and enjoy as well.
So, what do you think it takes to open up a second branch of the brand? What is that threshold that you have? Like, you definitely have high standards, but when do you think, you will claim that, hey, now we are ready to open up a second branch? What are those metrics?
Right now, we are like babies. Kobe is just a baby right now. It's growing into a brand. Uh, we would want to wait and see for some time. So immediately we cannot go. I mean, you can go with other places as well, but we would always want to wait and see how the reaction is coming here. And once you know this place is all set and well, and then it is always good to go ahead with other places, because this is a lot of responsibilities. Like when you come to a hospitality business, your personal time and your personal piece is gone. Like you have to be anytime be ready to be working. That is something which I have learned. So that is why we want to focus all our energy into our first outlet first. We are just 3 months old, so we would want to focus and set this place up very nicely. Where no, okay, everybody is okay with the concept, and if this is something which is going to work for sure, this is working for us. But you need to see, because as you already mentioned, people's attention span is very less. So we want to see maybe after 6 7 months 8 months, if still people are liking this concept, then definitely we will go ahead and open up in other places as well. So we want to wait and actually then see how the people react to it as well.
I actually have a lot more questions to ask you, but I think we'll keep that for some other time. And I would like to end by mentioning my favorite thing about the place is that a lot of people can come here, but the architecture is in a way that you have your personal space as well.
Yes,
I really like that about the place.
I'm so
So I
glad.
think I'll catch you again soon. But for now, let's conclude the video here. Thanks a lot for your time, Sahana.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you thought this place is nice enough for you to come here and talk to us about how we came up with this place and everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you.